Hi, I'm Mark Camoccio and we're here at Pete's Airgun Farm, and I'm here to show you the Daystate Renegade, which is one of the new breed of airguns from one of the most cutting edge manufacturers. Of course, Daystate originated brought the modern PCP back into fashion, and they obviously pioneered the use of electronics as well, with a various selection of rifles. And obviously, with all the popularity in the bullpup configuration of airguns, where the action's set right to the back of the stock, as in this model, Daystate obviously have got in on the act with that as well, and they really grabbed attention with the Pulsar, which was the sort of all singing, all dancing electronic model. Now, people like me I'm in total admiration for all the work they've done with electronics, but I personally do want mechanical driven actions. This is the clever move that suddenly gives them all the handling and the build quality and the features, or most of them, of the Pulsar, but with a mechanically driven action. And of course it was the obvious next step. They built it as a big secret when they were sort of marketing it, but it made sense to come out with a largely mechanical version. What makes this different is that they've got what they call a hybrid trigger inside. So you've got sort of standard sears that still move away from each other conventionally, but there's a sort of fly-by-wire, as they call it, and solenoids used to actually give an electronic release, which of course, if anyone knows about pulsars, or for those of us who've been familiar with bullpup style airguns over the years, because of this configuration and where you end up with the trigger in relation to its normal position, you normally need remote linkages, etc., to get to the action, and of course that can cause drag and creep, etc. But their electronic, semi-electronic trigger does away with that, so you end up with very crisp, very fast releases, and it all works rather well. So as far as features, obviously you've got a sort of black coated rubber feel stock. It's actually in sections, so that front section is they talk about ballistic nylon being used, and it's got quite a nice sort of grippy feel to it. But then you've got the black coated sections, and that really does feel nice to the touch. So there's a sort of quality feel to it. Drop down pistol grip, I think you've got storage inside that as well. Again, it's all textured and they're nicely done. Ambidextrous styling throughout, but obviously you've got the cheek piece panel, which is dedicated to, at the moment it's set up for right-handed shot, so it comes down on the left of the gun. But on all of these, the lever and the cheek piece are all reversible, so if you were a left-handed shot, you can have one of these set up to suit. You've got an adjustable butt pad, which is a great feature, so you've got real versatility with the setup. Now, further features on here, there's a lot of features actually. You've got a 10-shot Daystate rotary magazine cassette. That's all very smooth, and it's their latest spec, so it all works very well. You've got a very slick side lever action, so again it's all been well thought out. You've got quite a smooth firing cycle with that, and obviously with this in the shoulder, like so, you've got that side lever there, so you can operate that in situ as well. You do get, with bullpups in general, you do get a very high sight line, as you can see there. So they've got a sort of bridge stroke intermount style mounting system there. And then you've got one of their MTC endorsed Connect scopes on top, which sort of quite suits this rifle rather well. You can also see tucked away there is a spirit level, and again that will help you counteract cant. If you sort of imagine you're holding the rifle off to one side, an exaggeration of the error, but that spirit level will help you keep it stable. Obviously it wouldn't be allowed in hunter field target, which is one of my favourite disciplines, but if you're out hunting with these, then that could be invaluable. It's a very compact configuration, obviously, which is part of the bullpup arrangement. So if you're shooting from a hide or in a quite a confined area, or from a car out hunting, then this could well be a very good choice. One final main feature to mention is the very attractive silencer, which is just a screw fit on the end there. They're calling it a mini Hugget. Of course, it's Hugget is the manufacturer that the Daystate have been quite tied in with on a lot of their special models, particularly well designed. I believe they're about £76, £75 as an optional extra. These rifles overall, it's 1,290 is the retail on the Renegade at the moment, and I believe you can have the stocks in a sort of green effect as well. There's a 300cc volume cylinder on board, so shot count is quite hefty. I believe they're quoting around 225. When I tested this, I did have around that figure. I seem to remember my figures. I was sort of quoting the first 120 were within 24 feet per second total spread, which is very impressive, and you'll be hard pressed to notice the difference on your trajectory with that. I think it was about 31 feet per second spread over the 230 shots. So a very capable rifle indeed, and one of their new generation. So that's the Daystate Renegade.